Hello viewers, we are going to do another route in Shieldhall Test Center. So do like and subscribe to the channel so we get the encouragement to do more routes for you and help you in your taste. So I'm going to do my observations. It's all clear from the back because I'm moving from in between the two vehicles, so I'm going to indicate as well. Checking mirrors, updating myself. Ahead is clear. We are going to pass the test center on our left, and then we're going to follow the road to the left. So you can see the test center is on our left just now. We're going to follow the road to the left. It's just outside the test center. Quick glance at the mirrors, going around this corner with care. Sometimes there are vehicles parked on the left, so going towards the recycling center, so you need to be careful of that. At the end of this road we are going to turn left, so just passing this junction, checking mirrors, indicating left. Early vision, early decision. There is nobody coming towards us from the right, so dropping down to second gear and just turning my turn. Further down at the roundabout we are going to go left. You can follow the signs as well, city center on the board, so it's first exit on the left that we are following. At this point I'm going to check mirrors, indicate left. Early vision, early decision, taking the left lane to go left. There are cars coming from the right. Signal went off. Going to put back on. There's a wee roadwork just back there, so you need to be careful of that. There's black car coming towards us, so I'm going to wait for that car, and I'm going to go now. Checking mirrors, updating myself when coming out of the roundabout, especially the left mirror, just in case if any cyclist or anybody's there. Indicator off. Keeping the left lane, progressing. Checking mirrors again. Keeping the speed to 28. Further down at the traffic light, we are going to turn right. So at this point, checking mirrors, indicating right. There are cars in the right lane, so just gonna wait for them. Taking the right lane. And at the traffic light we are turning right. Easing on the brake, dropping down to second gear. The light turned amber when I was already over the stop line. Checking mirrors. That's a sharp bend, so you need to go with care, not too fast. Checking mirrors, updating myself again. There are 3 roundabouts on this 50 pitches road. We are going to go ahead at all roundabouts. There's a cyclist I can see further down, so I'm going to go with care. With a cyclist you need to imagine if it's a car you're overtaking, so checking mirrors. Because there is no road on the right from 12 till 6, checking mirrors, indicating. You can keep the right position on these roundabouts on 50 pitches road, and it's better to keep the right position, because if you tuck yourself with the left curb, that will make the other vehicles slightly overtake you. I'm not going to overtake the cyclist just now. Checking mirrors, easing on the brake. Checking right, looking ahead, checking right, nobody's there. Keeping the right position. First exit, second exit, mirror signal left. Taking the third exit, checking mirrors again. The cyclist is still in front of me, so further down there's another roundabout coming up, which we are going ahead, third exit. So I'm still not going to overtake because of the bend. I can't see the vehicles coming from ahead, so I'm going to keep a reasonable speed and a reasonable distance, same as a car. Checking mirrors. There's a red car turning towards us, so dropping down to second gear, nobody further coming up, keeping the right position. At this point I'm going to check mirrors, indicate left, first exit, second and third we are taking. Checking mirrors, finishing with the left curb, and next roundabout we're going to go left towards Clyde Tunnel. So checking mirrors, indicating left. Early vision, early decision, cars are coming, so I'm going to wait for them. Dropping down to first, nobody further coming, keeping my left lane. Signal went off, checking mirrors, indicator back on. Now my lane is merging into the right, so I'm going to check in right mirror, interior right mirror and signal right to come into the right position. Indicator off. Now you can see behind the bushes there's a 40 sign coming up, so that means that this is 40 road. I'm going to check mirrors. There's a joining coming up as well, so I'm going to keep the right lane to give them enough opportunity to join this road. So at this point I'm checking mirrors, coming back into the left lane as that's the standard position of driving. There's another joining coming up. Speed limit is still 40. Going to keep a safe distance with a car in front. Keeping my lane. Nobody's joining. I've checked. Final check. It's all good. Keeping this lane. Speed is still 40. There's a repeater on the right. Further down I can see 30 speed sign is coming up. So I'm checking my mirrors. Off the gas. Easing on the brake. Just a little bit brake so I can be doing around 30 when I pass the 30 sign. Keeping my speed to 28 now. In Clyde Tunnel you need to be very careful because it's quite a slope, so you need to be very careful. Nobody's joining from this road, so checking mirrors, keeping my position. So when you're going towards the Clyde Tunnel, remember, stay in third gear. Keep it to 28. Going downhill, you need to use a lot of brake to control your speed, staying below 30. Otherwise, it's very easy to speed up in Clyde Tunnel. So keeping my speed to 28 just now. My speed to 28, and when you're going uphill, third gear will help you to go uphill as well. So it's again quite a slope, so going uphill is not that easy. Decline, need to control the speed. Going uphill, you need to on incline you need to give it more power so it can, keep your speed. Don't reduce the speed too much, just control it. Once we are out of the Clyde Tunnel, then we're going to follow the sign for city center again. So I can see on the top city center is towards the left, so checking mirrors, indicating, letting everybody know I'm coming off that road. Indicator off. Now it's a sharp bend, so you need to go with care. Right part is city center, so I'm going to keep right, and then there is this triangle is telling us there's a joining coming up. Keeping my lane, keeping reasonable speed according to the bend and road condition. Keeping to about 28 over here. So following signs for city center. 40 marker coming up, so checking mirrors, increasing speed. Following signs for city center, which is in the right lane. So checking mirrors and positioning in the right lane. On the floor it says city center as well. I can see there's a 50 marker coming up, so checking my mirrors, there's a red car overtaking me, so I'm going to let him overtake and then I'm going to increase the speed. There's a joining coming up, so I'm not going to increase too much. That car is slow, so he can join behind us. In about 1.5 miles, we're going to come off this expressway. This is Clyde Expressway. City centre is still straight ahead. You can see there's a queue building up, so I'm going to come off the gas, keeping a safe distance for at least 2 seconds because it's dry just now. Keeping the speed according to the road conditions. Keeping a safe distance with the car in front. The right lane is quite busy, so I'm not going to overtake or anything. So I can see there's a triangle on the left, which is suggesting people are going to join us. So quick glance on the ramp and a wee mirror check. Keeping a safe distance with the car in front. Keeping a check on the mirrors. City centre is still straight. Another 50 repeater coming up. There's a slow sign on the ground because of the bend, so I'm gonna use the speed according to the road condition. Now I'm going to follow the sign for Feniston. So Feniston is right, is on the sign is up over on our left. So at this point I'm going to check mirrors, indicate left, letting everybody know that we are coming off. Quick glance at the left mirror. I'm not going to reduce my speed on the ramp because it's safe to do so. Speed limit is still 50 on this ramp. Further down I can see there's a 30 sign coming up, so I'm going to gradually reduce my speed with a mirror check. Keeping end of this road, we are going to turn right, so I'm going to come into the right lane when it's safe. Slowly coming into the right lane. Brake, clutch down, second gear. And at this point the light is red, so I'm going to stop where I can see the tires touching the tar. So on an expressway, if you're following city center, you need to be staying in the left lane, not taking the exits on the left, but keeping this left lane. Standard position of driving is left lane, so it's better to keep the left lane. So end of this road, I'm going to turn right. There are 2 lanes over here. One left lane is going straight, and from there further at the traffic light there's a filter lane to go left. So left lane go ahead and left. This right lane goes right only. So to go right on this traffic light, you need to be in the right lane when you take the sign for Feniston. Once the light is turned green, we will move off. On the expressway, you need to maintain a reasonable speed and a reasonable distance with the car in front. If it's wet, then it's 4 seconds, and if it's icy condition, then it's 10 times, which is about 20 seconds minimum. Like you need to keep 2 second distance, 2 second rule, not 2 car length rule. So 2 second distance from the car in front in dry conditions. In wet 4, and in icy conditions is 10 time, which is 20 seconds. So this light is turning to amber. I'm getting ready, checking mirrors, first gear, slightly moving off, and we may mirror check again. So we're going right. Light turned amber, getting ready to stop. Handbrake on. So when you turn right, there are 2 lanes over here. Standard position of driving is left unless asked to take the right lane. If the examiner asks you, You can take the right lane, you should take the right lane, otherwise finish in the left lane. Further down, if you're going ahead, then we can take the appropriate lane according to the road marking, which lane goes ahead. This is a busy morning, a lot of cars on the road. Light is still red. There's a queue built up in front of us, so even if it turns green, I'm not going to move, as if I move and these lights turn back to red again, then I'll be in the middle of the junction, which I don't want to be. So it's safe to be here and not block the pedestrian crossing. So the queue is clearing in front of me now. This site is quite busy just now, as today is Sunday and a lot of people will be going to the city for shopping and all that. Light is still red. I'm keeping an eye on the mirrors. Turn to amber and then green, moving off. So further I'm gonna go ahead. I can see the left lane is going left only. The road marking on the road is telling us the left is left only. So when it's safe, I'm going to come into the right lane. Checking mirrors, slowly drifting into the right lane. Easing on the brake. Clutch down. First gear. Handbrake on. Neutral. So you need to be very patient on the expressway when the cars are joining. You need to be careful. Either you can change the lane. The safest option is to change the lane to the right if it's safe to do so, and nice and early. So you should be looking for those triangles if somebody's joining on expressways. Motorway signs are slightly different. If you see a car joining, like right in the beginning of the expressway, there was a white vehicle joining. The right lane wasn't safe. I stayed in the left lane, and because the speed of that car was slow, so I maintained my lane and position. Now I'm checking mirrors. Light is green. We are going ahead onto the Squinty Bridge. Checking mirrors, positioning in my lane. Checking mirrors again. Increasing speed, third gear. Pedestrian crossing is still green and no pedestrian is standing. At the next traffic light, we are going to turn right. So checking mirrors, indicating this one lane can go left and right. So when you turn right, you, as I said before, you need to finish in the left lane, because if you try to finish in the right lane is going right only over here. This is Govan Road. Quick glance at the mirrors, increasing my speed. The further light is green. Keeping my speed to 28, keeping a reasonable distance with the cars in front. Checking mirrors again. Next light is green as well. The cars in front of me are slowing down, turning to amber. Easing on the brake, stopping before the line where I can see the first light. Handbrake on and neutral. Traffic lights, there are only two traffic lights and it's a set of light. One is further down and one is here. So you should be able to see the first light, not too far from the stop line, but easily you can see the first light. Checking mirrors, moving off, the light turned to green. Keeping my lane. Keeping my speed to 28. Further down I can see there's a bus lane going next to us. That was red, ours was green, now it's turning to red. So checking mirrors, easing on the brake. And just stopping here where I can see the first light. Handbrake on, neutral. So light is still red. There's a red car behind me and there's a taxi behind me. The road is like a little bit curving to the left and then going ahead from the left side. The bus lane is going in the middle on this junction. So if you are going ahead, you need to keep the left lane again and go with the left curb. If you're coming from opposite side on Govan Road, you need to be in the middle island, just there where the right turning position is to turn right, and you need to be in the left lane to go ahead. Light is still red, waiting for the light to turn. Once we move, I'll position myself in the left lane and not try to go in the bus lane or anything. So this is Govan Road, and once we have done this, we will be turning left after the second traffic light. So checking mirrors, moving off. Quick glance at the mirrors, aiming for the left curb. Keeping with the left curb. Now one lane has divided into two. So quick glance at the mirrors. The next light is red as well. So at this point I'm checking mirrors, easing on the brake, dropping down to first gear and just stopping before the cycle lane. So checking mirrors, the light has turned and we are taking the next road on the left, not turning left from the traffic light. So next road on the left, checking mirrors, indicating, turning with the curb. So further down I'm going to turn right. This road is Summerston Road and we are going to turn right. So this is follow the road to the left. So just be careful on this junction. You need to check the people coming from the left. If nobody's coming, I will turn. Car is waiting at a giveaway. It's all good to go. Checking mirrors again. There's a taxi behind me. This is Summertown Road now. Quick glance at the mirror, positioning slightly to the left. There are oncoming vehicles. There's a cyclist on the road. There's a taxi behind me. I'm gonna go with care over here because the road is getting narrower. End of this road, we are going to turn right. So at this point I'm going to check mirrors, indicate, getting ready to stop as I can't see anybody coming from the right. Left is slightly clear, partially clear, but there is a car coming which is quite fast, so I'm going to wait over here for that car. This car is turning. Once they commit, now they have committed, so I'm gonna go. Checking mirrors and following the road to the right. Checking mirrors again, increasing to third gear, progressing a little bit. End of this road, we are going to turn left. This is Oakney Street, and at the end of the road we are going to turn left. So checking my mirrors, indicating left. Stopping at the giveaway lines. There's a car coming from the right and there's a car behind that car as well, so I'm going to wait for the red car. As you can see that it's clear after the red car. The red car is turning in my road, so I'm just going to go now. Checking mirrors. There's roadworks here, so I'm going to position behind this vehicle. And we're going to keep right, and then we're going to bear right, staying on Govan Road. So here it's a Y junction. If you are in the left lane, you got to go left. If you're in the right lane, you can go towards right. You can bear right. There's a bus pulling up on the left. Checking mirrors, positioning myself slightly to the middle of the road. Third gear. Checking mirrors again. road is narrow and there are parked cars and oncoming vehicle. The cars in front of me are going slow as well. One car pulled up on the left. You need to be very careful on this road as this is quite a busy. There are a lot of shops over here. People do cross the road other than the pedestrian crossing as well. So just be careful on this road when you're going. This is Govan Road. So traffic light is coming up. It's red. Checking mirrors, easing on the brake. First gear. Not gonna put the handbrake on as the traffic light turned green. Checking mirrors, moving off. Quick glance at the left mirror. Light turned when we cross the stop line. Checking mirrors again. Keeping the right lane, as I can see there are boards telling me that there is a bus lane and there is no time on the bus lane on this occasion, so I'm going to stay out of it. This is 24/7 bus lane. Keeping a reasonable distance with a car in front. A big pothole. Further down at the roundabout, we're going ahead, second exit. So checking mirrors. Go ahead, we will use the road marking which is going ahead. So there's a bus lane starting in the middle of the road, so checking mirrors just in case if there is any bus, taxi or cyclist in the left lane. There was nobody there. Keeping this lane, and at this roundabout we're going ahead, second exit. Nice and early checking. You can see there's a give way sign. Nobody's coming from the right, so we're going to take the lane which is going ahead. The right lane is going right only, so this lane is going ahead. First exit there. Checking mirrors, indicating, and a quick glance from the mirrors again. Light is still green, so I'm gonna go. Indication off, and I can see there's a blue board telling me there's a bus lane, so I'm gonna keep right. Gradually increasing the speed with a mirror check. Van is turning in the middle of the road further down, so just quick glancing here on the mirrors. Keeping my lane. I can see the traffic light is turning to red. Easing on the brake. Now there is a new lane starting from the right, which is going right only. I'm going to keep the middle position. Road marking is quite faded over here, so just make sure to keep the middle position. Further down at the next traffic lights, the left lane is going left only, so it's the examiners mostly advise you to stay in the middle position as well. Right lane is right only, left can go ahead and left, but on this occasion, because of the road marking, it's faded. We will keep the middle lane. Now, easily keeping the middle lane, just keep an eye on the curbs. Curbs are best friends on these kind of occasions. When there is no road marking, the curb is always there, so you know what position you're gonna keep. Light is still red. The last roundabout we did, that is like D shape, and there's a bus lane in the middle as well, and that's at the end of the Govan Road. Just now we are still on Govan Road, continuing forward towards the test center. Queen Elizabeth Hospital is on our left. Light is still red. There's one car behind me and there's a long queue of traffic. Keeping an eye on the mirrors is very important, as there might be some cyclists, some motorcyclists. Anybody could be, trying to go through the gap between the cars. So light is turning now, checking mirrors. Second gear. Keeping with the right hazard line. There's a V zigzag in the road, so just going to check mirrors again, positioning myself in the center of my lane. Here the road marking is telling us both lanes can go ahead, left and ahead. Now the road is positioning slightly to the left, so checking mirrors positioning. On this occasion the left lane is going left only, so we'll keep the right lane to go ahead. Quick glancing at the mirrors, dropping down gear to first. Traffic light red, there's a learner car in front of us and there's a big van behind us. They have got a filter light to go left, as you can see it's green, so there must be if there are any cars they will go. We need to wait. When the light turns green, then everybody can go. So when there is a filter light in your direction, you should go. But if it's just the green light, everybody can go. Only the restriction is if you're going ahead and there is some oncoming vehicle and you're turning right, you need to wait for the oncoming if it's a green light. But if you have got a green light or green arrow in your direction, then you can go as well. Checking mirrors, light turned. Quick glance at the mirrors again. Gear second. Checking mirrors again. Gear third. Gradually increasing our speed. Checking mirrors. Keeping 28. There's a speed camera on the left as well. Now there's a bend coming up in the road, so need to be very careful. Quick glance at the mirrors. So easing off the gas with a mirror check. Back on the gas. The car in front is progressing, so we will progress alongside. There's a car parked on the left, so I'm going to position slightly to the right, and then we'll be taking the first road on the left just after this parked car. So I'm checking mirrors to position myself back onto the left, indicating left, easing on the brake, clutch down second gear, off the clutch, completing the turn. And we will pass the test center on our right. We're not going to go inside the test center, we'll just pass it and go further down. This is follow the road to the right, so you need to be very careful. If there is a big truck or a lorry coming up, you need to be a little bit careful of them. Keeping my lane, usually you will turn right into the test center on the right, but we're just going to go ahead and then we will pull up on the left or right somewhere. The route is completed. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. That will help us making more videos for you similar to this one. Thank you. Bye bye.